So I will also give questionnaires in different contexts. So I have also done this in Edinburgh and Harriet Watt University when I was there for 2 years. I've also done it in the University of Salamanca for a few years now, for 3 years already. And in workshops such as the one we had this morning to see what the results were. And I thought that I would speak about this because as this week is called AGIS, the Action Week, action research has a lot to do with empowerment also, and with doing something to improve what we have around us, which is basically what we do in this AGIS week, sharing information and getting together with NGOs and translators in order to improve what we're all doing, and to volunteer and help make another world possible, which is something I value. And that's it. Thank you. Any questions? Any comments?
Where is the head office if you have one in Chicago?
There isn't a head office of Babos. There used to be for the Paris Social Forum a headquarters. In every forum we have to rent a place, a room, to have headquarters there. So the headquarters has changed every 2 years for a different forum. And there was one in Paris that lasted longer than one forum, but it's not there anymore either. So no, I mean there has been one in Paris, one in London, one in Athens, one in Florence, which was the first one, and one in Malmö. The next one is in Istanbul. It's a horizontal network. So any other questions? Oh, what else? Thank you.
Not fun for everybody in the audience.
If you want some, I'll share.
And how often do you have the social forums?
Every 2 years or 1.5 years.
Oh.
1.5, yeah. Depends also on the organization. For example, now for Istanbul, I think they're late. They're trying to get there. It was supposed to be in February 2010, but it's not going to be February. It's probably going to be late. But I don't know still when. Yeah, 2010.
And the list of languages on the website, when we double check, is that the only languages you do, or you do more, but it's just what you have on your website?
We do, this is the thing I was going to say to you, we do every language.
Okay.
We do every language if there are volunteers available. I mean, everybody's welcome. We need people, especially from exotic languages. And we do have a lot of people with Spanish and English, but they're there in the belt, and we take turns. When there are a lot of people, it's usually what we do. We don't always send the same people. Sometimes you need to send the same people because it's a very important meeting for the social forum, and it's very difficult, so you need to send the professionals.
Oh.
But otherwise, for the huge ones, the huge forums, the World Social Forum, the European Social Forum, you send whomever is available because you don't have people. In Malmö, for example, we didn't have enough Swedish. We had to create Swedish. Bilinguals from all over the place came to train, and we had a couple of students from Harriet Watt who were Swedish, helping the training and everything. Because I was there, I didn't speak Swedish. I was training these people, and I didn't know what was coming out of their mouths. I had no idea. So, people listened to each other, then a few professionals came in and listened to them, and they recorded themselves and sent it. Like you did this morning, but for 10 weeks in intensive.
But was that then because it was in Malmö, or would you need Swedish, for example, at any forum?
Well, I suppose that now we have more people in the list after Malmö, of course. But yeah, some languages you just can't find interpreters in. I think in Sweden there is a school of interpreting, but somehow the people there didn't get in contact with them, or something happened, something went weird along the way. And we did have some, but not many, not enough.
There are two actually. They have one in Uppsala and in Lund.
You'll know more about that. Because I wasn't doing that, I specifically did only the training. So the mobilizing, it's called mobilizing, like there are different projects for a social forum, and one of them is mobilizing volunteers. So that's where something, perhaps we should do an action research session about the mobilizing, to see how we can improve it.
And so the trip is free.
We have had some problems though, and I'm not saying this to deter you from volunteering at all, because we're happy to have as many people as possible. But sometimes it's late, the money arrives late, because basically these are NGOs with very little money. So, you know, you pay your flight, you find your, I'm not going to say any brand names, your cheap jet flight, and you go to the social forum, you pay it yourself. And then afterwards they give you the money once you have interpreted. Because in the past we've had problems where people went there, got reimbursed for the flight, and then never were in the booth at all. And there you leave a colleague who is perhaps a beginner, alone in the booth. You know, that it's pretty bad. And it's volunteer work. So that's why I insist so much in, you know, responsibility and social commitment and being there. So now our problem lately, for example in the Malmö Social Forum, was that it went bankrupt. So they are paying everybody, I think they've already paid, but they're paying very late. So you have to be aware of this, and I'm not here to lie to you. It has happened that some people are not paid afterwards. This is volunteering, and you know, it's the organization of the social forum that does that. We do our best to help every interpreter, and what we've done in the past was ask for the money first, keep it in the bells, and then after people have interpreted, give it back to the people. But it's also, sometimes we don't have enough people to organize this, and so it's the ESF organizers directly who do this. So it's always a political battle with the organizers of the European Social Forum, and it's not easy. I mean, being a coordinator is not an easy thing. Anybody can be a coordinator, anybody in the bells, and I encourage you to choose a project and become a coordinator. It's not easy, but it's also rewarding. You learn a lot. You get to meet a lot of people. I'm not sure I should say this, but I met my boyfriend in the bells. There you go. And yeah, I would encourage you to join, if you agree with the principles, of course. As I said before, read them well, see if you agree with the flat structure and all the political part of it, and if you do join us. We need you. We need as many people as possible. Every language. Even if you do Spanish and English, which is what we mostly have, or French and English, we need you. Especially English speakers. We don't have enough English speakers. And this is like my little preaching moment. Please join us if you're an English speaker. We need you.
How far in advance do you have to commit yourself to be in the forum, for instance?
When you register, I'm going to show you online perhaps, if I can. Okay, this is the Babel's website. Now don't be scared if it's in another language, because it changes. It has this banner there that changes every so often and gives it in a different language randomly. So it's never in the same language. You just click your language there. You choose English, for example. There you go. And so when you register, well, first read the protocols, sorry. You first read the Babel's Charter, okay, which is there to affirm the right of everybody to express themselves in the language of their choice. And there are a few, okay. All that. And then, if you see that you like it, you can read the protocols, which is how we work, how we